Yeah, this good music right here, boys. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is March 25th, 2019. Shout out to my man T Will for the song request. We got Method Man, Gotta Have It. Love this joint right here. Thanks for the song request today, bro. What's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm back at it. It is Monday. I've been so busy rolling out the FX algos for my team, for the members in the trading room. So that's launching this week. We've got 6 pairs trading, doing very well with all 6 pairs. A lot of activity, a lot of, the FX market is never sleep unless it's like a bank holiday. That's when you'll see low liquidity, but for the most part, man, that game never stops. So I'm very excited to be back in that game, creating algorithms over there in the FX or Forex markets, because I didn't have TradingView. TradingView wasn't around back when I was developing algos in MetaTrader. So there was a lot of bugs, a lot of inconsistencies with MetaTrader. So it's just a breath of fresh air. Now, don't get me wrong, TradingView has its issues as well, but way better, light years better, from their charting to the actual language in which I'm developing the algos, PineScript. It's just much better. It's just much better over there, people. So again, I've been really busy with that, but I'm back to it today because we'll be launching that later today for them. So I think I'll be back on my regular scheduled videos from here on out, people. Today we are going to be looking at a report about Metamask. I know many of you know about it. I don't know how many are actually using it nowadays because that whole ICO boom is over. But Metamask is reportedly broadcasting your Ethereum address to sites that you visit. They have a privacy mode, but it's not enabled by default. So we're going to look at this issue, and I think the team is already on it. They're going to be making a patch to this issue, this exploit, but we'll take a look at that article. And then secondly, out of the Daily Hodl, this article poses the question: are governments too addicted to the deficits to adopt Bitcoin and crypto? Definitely too addicted to deficits to adopt Bitcoin, but cryptos, no, they'll create their own crypto. As you're already seeing, you're witnessing this now. They're already creating their own cryptos that they can manage the supply, and it's essentially will be the same thing as a fiat currency, but just on the blockchain. So yeah, we'll take a look at this article. I thought it was a pretty neat topic, and I have a lot to talk about on that subject. First, let's go ahead and take a look at that market cap. We're currently at 136 billion. You see we dropped off, and again, here's that line I told you guys about. We needed to stay above, and we just couldn't do it. I'm thinking, it's just my thoughts, we're gonna head down here. We're gonna head somewhere down there, which is in the 134 billion. So it's kind of skewed. It looks further than it really is. It's only $2 billion away in market cap. If I zoom out to the 30-day, maybe we can see a little bit better here. So yeah, the 134 should be the next level of support for us. If we can't hold that, then 131 will be the next area of support, and I'm pretty sure that's where we're going at this point. Pair that up with the Bitcoin chart. I'm just going to expand this. As you can see, we're right at a support area right now. Tried to hit it, and we bounced off of it. So let's see what happens. I'm suspecting that we're going to head a little bit lower to maybe 3,700. I think that's the area we're going to hit. But let's see. We'll have to just see what happens here. We are short Bitcoin. We got short 39.61 area. So we've been short all the way since then. But we did get tapped out of our long position on Ethereum. As you can see here, we went short, covered our short, went long, and then we got tapped out there. So again, these markets are so illiquid. It's really no real price action. Look at this. It's just horrible, man. So I can't wait until we finally see some price action back in this market. That would be beneficial for many of us. That's for sure. First article out of the Daily Hodl. regarding that question that they posed. Are governments too addicted to deficits to adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? It says the CME Group Chairman and CEO Terry Duffy tells Business Insider that Bitcoin is lacking fundamental features that would make it attractive to governments. Really? Namely, it's not backed by fiat. And cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin that operate on finite supplies ultimately prevent monetary policymakers from running it on a deficit. That is so true. Duffy says here, the governments can't run unless they can run on a deficit. I'm trying to figure out why they would say sounds good to me because I want to be responsible and run everything on even for even basis. I can't borrow against anything. According to the report, Duffy says fiat-backed stablecoins are the type of cryptocurrency regulators can rally behind because they share characteristics of traditional money systems. That's so true. Governments, I've been saying this for quite some time too. You guys need to understand, a government is never going to adopt a currency that is deflationary. And that's what Duffy is talking about. They want inflationary type of mechanisms where they can continually print and inflate prices. That's the only way that they can keep that game going. Article goes on to say here, governments continue to use monetary policies such as quantitative easing to print money at will in order to promote liquidity and lending. Reports The Guardian, the Bank of England's foray into 10 years of QE policies have had striking results that has led up to the Brexit vote. The decision has been credited with preventing the recession from turning into the Second Great Depression, but its side effects have meant rising inequality. The policy of government austerity, also imposed now for almost a decade, has damaged living standards and paved the way for the Brexit vote. With interest rates still close to rock bottom and the money printing machine still running, Britain also lacks adequate firepower to fight the next downturn despite economists warning it could be on the immediate horizon. And you know, just a couple of days ago we had the yields invert, and I sent a video to the trading room about this just to show them how important this is. It's not something that's going to be immediate as far as the side effects from an inverted yield curve, but it's almost like 9 times out of 10, anytime we have yield curves invert, recession is on the way. At least 18 months max, we're going to see a recession. So that's what's happening. And so, like the article says, just as Britain is, so is America, so is the Fed, backed into a corner. They have almost nowhere to go. Interest rates are still very low. 2% is, from historic standpoint, is so low, it's ridiculous. Them going back to zero is not really gonna, it's maybe gonna give us another year's worth of can kicking. They won't be able to do this stuff with Bitcoin, people. If they were running on Bitcoin or even gold, you can even use gold, but Bitcoin has even more of a proof of existence, if you want to say. Like, Bitcoin is mathematically proven that there are this many coins out there on the blockchain. Anyone can check it. It's a ledger that's public, immutable. You can't dispute it. With gold, I'm sure you guys have heard of tungsten, fake gold bars found in the Federal Reserve or outside of one of the Federal Reserve buildings in New York. They can do all types of stuff with that. On top of that, we actually don't really know how much gold is in the ground. So there's not a finite number, unlike Bitcoin. So it makes them have to be more fiscally and monetarily responsible. They're not going to do that, people. They're not going to do that. And so that's why I was saying that stable coins are going to be the new cryptocurrencies. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. The masses don't know the difference. So when they see stable coins rolling out in mass, they're going to adopt that, you know, and hopefully we can use that as a on-ramp to having them understand more sound cryptocurrency monies like Bitcoin. It goes on to say here, Bitcoin is an entirely different monetary system designed to keep the banks in check. It's based on new rules intended to shape a global financial system built on emerging technology and cryptography. But when it comes to regulators, the oxymoron persists. Bitcoin keeps falling into the hands of policymakers who shape the traditional financial system. And with its limited supply of 21 million, Bitcoin and its cousins can't be altered due to arbitrary rules, political aims, or government strategizing, or any of the tools that apply to the traditional financial and monetary policy making. That was put very well. I'm surprised to hear that come from a person like, Terry Duffy, who is the CEO of the CME Group. He's right on point, and I've been saying this for a while. The only way you're going to see governments use Bitcoin, and I just don't see them doing this, not the major ones, not US, not Canada, not Mexico, any of the more established economies. I don't see them running to Bitcoin as a last resort. They'll just create a cryptocurrency and issue it. A scenario I can see, though, is a smaller country running to Bitcoin and backing partially or all of their fiat to that currency to give them an edge in the world economy. That I can see, but the main players, the ones that have that money printing machine, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, because in their power, they give up, they relinquish power, and that's what it's all about. You got to keep control of everybody and the system, and the way you do that is to have an infinite supply of money printing. You guys let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you think any of the more common governments will ever adopt Bitcoin as a currency? I can't see it, people. You guys let me know your thoughts about it, though, in the comments below. And then the second article is just kind of an update on this Metamask issue. It says here, reportedly it broadcasts Ethereum addresses to sites visited by users. It says here, the browser extension's privacy mode is not enabled by default, something its lead developer says will be fixed sooner rather than later. Metamask, a browser extension that enabled users to run Ethereum dApps, has been broadcasting individuals' Ethereum addresses to websites and dApps visited by the user, according to a recently submitted GitHub issue outlining the extension's default privacy settings. The apparent privacy concern allows third parties to see Ethereum addresses and potentially link a user's blockchain transactions to credit card payments, thereby identity and the identity of the last person transacted with. That's major. In the GitHub post, the concerned user states that Metamask's privacy mode is not enabled by default, meaning the browser extension sends out message broadcasts about every 40 seconds. These broadcasts contain the client's Ethereum address, which can then be relayed to any ads or trackers such as Facebook and YouTube's like button and Twitter's like and retweet buttons. Metamask unveiled its new privacy mode feature in November of 2018. According to the announcement, Metamask broadcasts users' addresses in order to let providers propose Ethereum transactions, ask for your signature, query the blockchain, and allow dApps to know your account balance. However, users can enable Metamask's privacy mode so that websites and dApps have to ask permission to see a user's Ethereum address, which is supposed to help prevent malicious sites from collecting data to fingerprint, phish, or track unsuspected users. The GitHub poster says that enabling Metamask's privacy feature doesn't do very much at all to prevent Ethereum addresses from being broadcast, and that the broadcasts themselves serve no purpose. Commenters were quick to point out that enabling privacy mode does indeed cause the message broadcast to be read as unidentified. Furthermore, Metamask explained in its November 2018 announcement that privacy mode is not enabled by default because older dApps may not be compatible yet with the feature. Well, there you have it for those two people out there that are still using MetaMask. Just wanted to let you guys know that is a patch that is coming, and actually an exploit that is available right now. So you may want to turn it on every time you use it while you're browsing through other websites and stuff. So just wanted to let you guys know about that little situation going on over there at MetaMask team. And even, I'm not even gonna lie, even like EOS and any of these blockchain wallets that allow you to interact through the browser to still be kind of not user friendly. Like the average person is not going to use these types of interfaces. Maybe something more like a Brave browser where they don't necessarily have to know how to create a private key and generate this and store this and all that. Maybe that will be the way we see the integration of these types of interfaces with the web and blockchain. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Of course, things are always evolving and getting better. So I think it will definitely get better for users, less tech savvy users, to use, you know, these types of platforms. But that's pretty much it though for today, ladies and gents. Again, shout out to my man T Will for that song request. Method Man, gotta have it. Well, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell, and I will check you guys later. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and that's my 2 Satoshis for March 25th, 2019. I'm out of here, people. Holla!